Hello and welcome to this next installment of College Crusaders. If you like what you hear, please consider subscribing. I'm Roland, and I will be the GM for a brave band of adventurers. We'll be playing by Basic Fantasy 3rd Edition rules. So grab your torch and your 10-foot pole, and prepare to embark on the journey that is College Crusaders. Hello and welcome back to the next episode of College Crusaders. Can everybody tell me where you left off?
We had just about did the spider plan where we were going to distract the spider while we try to get out of the cave.
Yes, you actually had split the party for a minute while most of you went off to the room with the luminous mushrooms, whereas Mimir went off by himself to that other room where he found it full of spider webs. A bird stuck in one of the webs that flew off, and he heard thousands of legs coming towards him as he ran off back to meet you guys. He has just met up with you, and you are in that room that smells of rotten flesh.
I say we try to avoid it and keep going. We've got the spider distracted.
Would you like a description of this room again, just to refresh our minds?
Yes,
Yes,
because I
please.
just wrote pulling mushrooms to east.
This area smells of rotten flesh, fungi, and stale air. The room is filled with bones, webs, and shriveled corpses. Strangely, this room is dimly lit. The light seems to come from the luminous glow of the fungi that line the walls. This room is quite full of various corpses, some with still equipment on them. They seem to have been dehydrated, almost like when you leave a grape in the sun.
I'm not trusting any of that stuff.
It's probably a good thing Fortune Cookie isn't here right now, because I can guarantee he'd probably try and eat the glowing mushrooms.
You guys have been living out here for a long time. You know most mushrooms.
What are you talking about? No name here rolled a 1.
Most mushrooms are poisonous. Usually glowing stuff is very poisonous.
Yeah, let's not touch it. Let's get out of here. We got the spider distracted, judging by the way he's running towards us.
Do we hear any?
It seemed to have stopped in that room, and you heard the bird cry out as it hit the floor. It seems to be distracted with whatever that is.
Run.
Yeah, we've distracted the giant spiders so we can get out of the cave.
Alright, so the cave you're in, you went down a split passage, you went to the east cavern. The sound is coming from the west one. This eastern one continues on for about another maybe 80 feet before it splits off into 2 more passages.
Oh yeah, I'm the one that has the most experience. Because I rolled
Yes,
something.
Also,
you know that...
Who lit the torch?
I had the one.
You had the one, but you threw it into the webbing to light it on
Right,
fire.
so the
I'm
only
like-
light you have right now is coming from the mushrooms.
Well, okay. I
Just pick a
haven't.
mushroom and carry it with us.
Are you sure it's what is it poisonous to touch?
Yeah, we ain't touching those things. I'm just gonna light one of my torches.
All right. So
All right.
what? No name here.
You mark off
torches.
a...
Judy, what?
Judy.
What was the last name I think?
Oh yeah. So the unnamed human bard has gained a name, Judy.
Judy, what?
We randomly generated a
Mimir,
whole
mark off
bunch.
one of your torches.
I'm marked off on that.
Alright. You have 1 hour's worth of light.
Utoik.
Okay.
Utoik. Judy Utoik.
Alright, so
That's interesting.
yeah, this cavernous area continues on for about another 80 feet and then splits off into 2 more passages, going north.
Yes, I know. I know the experience. Which way? Because technically, I don't.
You know that both of these passages lead to the exit, although the one closer to the west gets there quicker.
Well, one closer to the west gets there quicker, but I have a feeling the spider's going to be there. The
I was
other,
gonna say, we did just light up a cave.
Yeah, you do know that passage leads to a very wide open cavern, the biggest part of this cave,
That's not...
which is directly in front of the entrance. So you'll have to go through it anyway, no matter which path you
Okay.
take.
Joy.
yeah. Shall
So
we?
we take the west and pray it isn't there?
We might try to sneak up around the corner and go try to see if we can see it.
Yeah, that works.
I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to sneak since we're carrying the only source of light, but yeah, we can try. I'll just shove myself into the back.
Let me draw out what you've seen so far.
That would be helpful. Because I saw that.
Actually,
for
let me
like
just
2 seconds.
let me just give you the map, because you know it by the back of your hand.
Yeah, I know it by the back of my hand, so no need to fake it. Alright.
All right, I sent it to your thing, so just tell me where you want to go.
I suggest we go down to path number 5 here. That's the one that looks faster. I say it's bigger, yes, but it might be faster. We just gotta be careful because the spider's going to be here, and he could go this. Actually, hang on a second. That looks slightly.
How about we just huddle up and go?
All right, we go. We're going.
All right, you begin walking down this wide open pathway. Judy, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Judy begins walking out in front of everybody, carrying the torch, lighting the way across, until eventually you open up into this new, very, very, very large cavern. It's about 500 feet by 700 feet, and you can't even see the ceiling. This room, nestled deep within the dark cave, is a chilling expanse filled with glistening strands of spider silk that stretch across the walls like a macabre tapestry.
No one.
In the center, a massive nest pulsates ominously, littered with the remnants of unfortunate prey, their bones entangled in the sticky webbing. An unsettling silence blankets the space, hinting at the lurking presence of Widowmaker, whose absence feels as threatening as an archer to a deer.
No one touch anything.
The webs in this room are almost over every square foot of it. Not all of them are very thick. Some of them are about the thickness of a normal spider web. Some of them are as thick as a pencil, some as thick as your arm. These things are huge.
Wouldn't some of those
Okay,
still be
maybe
torched?
maybe not your arm, maybe Laid-off's arm. There we go. Still, about 3 inches thick.
Wouldn't some of them still be scorched?
Scorched?
Different cavern.
Different cavern, yeah.
My bad.
And right now we need that to be distracted, so no scorching.
Yeah, so in the center of the room, you see like a large ball made out of webbing that's pulsating and moving around as you hear the click, 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 click of feet inside of it.
I think we found eggs.
Okay, my suggestion.
Run.
No, okay, think about it this way. There's webbing all along the floor. When we run, we're gonna set up all the webbing, which sets up all the spiders, which means we get attacked.
Okay, quick science fact. Did you know that a spider web the thickness of a pencil can stop a Boeing 747 full speed?
Helpful.
Hey, do we see an exit from where we are, besides the way we came from?
You have the map.
Yeah.
Yes, there is an exit. There's one directly in front of you across the expanse.
Right here.
And then one where you came from. So
We're right in here.
yes, you are. So the mass of webbing is near this area of the cavern.
And we're right here. So
Yes,
we can,
this cavern kind of goes off to the side a bit. So if you stayed close to the western wall, you're still going to have to traverse through quite a bit of webbing.
but
But
not,
not as much, and the really thick strands aren't over there.
So let's go through that quietly and carefully.
And don't touch. All right, touch as little webbing as possible.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to keep a very close eye on the torch to make sure I don't accidentally torch any of them.
Yes, already just standing here, a few of the webs above, like when it's not in the torch fire, they seem to kind of shrivel up and melt above just from the heat of the torch.
Maybe use the lamp.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour some oil into my hooded lantern.
All right.
And then-
Once you extinguish a torch, you can't relight it.
That is fine.
All right.
And then I'm gonna use the torch to light the lantern.
All right. You like take off a bit of cloth, so
Yeah.
it's a thinner thing. Light the lantern. The lantern is lit, and you have quite a bit of light right now. which means you're able to see a bit deeper into this cavern.
And then I'm going to, let's see, is there a spot where that if I were to put the torch out, wouldn't light anything on fire?
Along the edge of this pathway, you notice, and it's all throughout the cavern, right where the floor touches the wall, it kind of divots a bit, and there's like underground streams throughout the whole thing.
Alright, I'm going to make sure there's no spider webs there first, and then I'm going to dip it.
Before you dip it, the extra light lets you able to see to the very far back of the cavern, where you see the reflection of red dots. Very large red dots, each one about the size of your head. There's about 8 of them.
Yep, we're gonna...
It makes that sound. Yes, that sound. Just a bit deeper.
I'm gonna put out the torch real fast.
Guys.
It doesn't seem to move.
Okay, we are going to slowly and carefully, as
Stop playing the
quickly
guitar.
as possible. It's the anxiety. It's up the anxiety, okay?
Start playing that boss music.
Okay, we're gonna. How about we slowly and carefully make our way across? All in favor?
I thought the eyes were in front of us.
No, it's off to the side, like
Oh,
here.
off to the, okay.
Yeah, you couldn't see it because your torchlight didn't reach far enough.
Yeah.
But with the
But it's over here.
But yeah, so supposedly, I'm pretty
So now
sure.
you just have to run through webbing.
I'm pretty sure they have terrible eyesight, so let's just not touch.
Do you know nothing about spiders?
Like very, very little.
You
act like
I'm
I
stuck with idiots.
Of course
You
are.
just now realized.
Okay, what kind of spider would this be?
It's got 8 eyes,
Okay.
and they're
As
red,
in,
and each eyeball is about the size of your head.
thanks.
Does that help?
In other words, that's all
No.
we. In other
You
words,
can't see
that's
the rest
all
of
we
it.
see.
Okay. And you can't see the eyes anymore either, since you put the torch out, and now you just have lantern light.
So
Thanks
I
for
wouldn't
being-
be able
All you hear is just that low tone, almost growling, almost, but also like vocal echo.
So I wouldn't be able to make a wisdom or intelligence check just to know what it is.
Yeah, go
Can't see.
ahead. It'll just be very difficult to do it.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Okay.
You know that this is one of the great northern spiders. They come down from the White Peak Mountains that are to the north. These things usually have tangles with frost giants. It's known as
That's great.
a frost fang spider.
Oh.
What's that?
This one in particular has been given the name Widowmaker, as you already know. On average, at full adulthood, they can get to about 30 feet wide, not including the legs. And their venom is renowned for being extremely potent. But it doesn't usually become potent till about 200 years old.
We don't know this.
Something this big, where one eyeball is the size of your head, it's probably in the 700-year-old area.
So would I know anything particularly about it that would tell me
How
like,
to
how to
avoid it?
avoid it?
You know that they are extremely fast. They can maneuver through their own webbing as if it's not even there. They can climb walls very easily. You know that their hearing isn't the best, but rarely do they need it. They can see even if there's no light, not because of their eyes, but because of their webs. If something so much as touches a web anywhere, it knows about it.
There's a little spider.
So
science.
nobody touched the webs.
Yeah, well, that was the general plan.
That was the general plan anyway.
That was the general
Thank
plan.
you, Mr. Obvious.
But even more so.
It's imperative that we don't touch the web.
If you touch the web, I'm leaving you for sacrifice.
You also know that their
Man,
blood
fortune
is
cookie.
often
Yeah.
used in making magic items.
Man, Fortune Cookie should have been here. We would have used him as a sacrifice.
Just throw them into the web.
Shove them into a web. 90% of this podcast is going to be us talking about throwing fortune cookie at whatever.
I think his name's Octavio. Or
It
Octavian.
is?
It's Octavian.
Octavian. We're never calling him that.
Nope.
No.
The one
I
time
think
he has
that's
a name other than
copyright.
Squiddy.
Octavian? No, that's a
No,
name.
it's a name.
name.
It's a normal name.
It's a
It's a name.
copyright
You
name.
can't
I thought it
copyright
was in
names.
a movie or something.
No.
You can't copyright
You
names.
can't copyright names.
I'm going crazy.
I mean, like, I can name a frog Spyro. Which has no relation to anything other than a frog, definitely.
And there's a character in Marvel that's Octavian,
And
but not
We're-
Octavian.
That's what I was
It's
thinking of.
Octavian.
Alright, so,
Avoid the webs.
yes.
If any of you touch a web, you're sacrificed.
Oh, look, there's fortune cookie. All of a sudden,
it
disappeared out
is
of
going
nowhere.
to be nigh impossible not to touch a web if you're just walking through this. Webs are everywhere to the point where trying to see through it is like trying to see through thick fog. It's just so much.
Well, the other option we have is set the thing on fire and run.
Ah, the arsonist is back.
Let's just try not to throw up.
Could
That's
do
where
that.
I'm at.
I'm all in favor to causing chaos.
We could.
I'm
throw
all
a
in
bunch
favor of
torches
running
and
the
cause mass
other
fire.
way.
Because I don't think the spider's going to try to run through fire, especially if it's anything like a tarantula that's got all the hairs all over it.
And if it's honestly, if it's a frost spider, I wouldn't want it.
It's not going to like fire.
Seeing you know what frost spiders look like, they have very smooth bodies, kind of like a
That makes no sense.
black widow,
Hmm.
but they are light blue in color.
Again, it being frost would probably absolutely hate fire.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Actively staring. Like it's
So-
got.
All right. Who
Just
wants?
staring at the ceiling.
How
God,
many
you better
torches
not.
do we have total?
I have 5.
I
still have 5.
I still have 5.
I have a lantern.
The druids had the lantern.
So we could probably each throw about 2 into the abyss that the webs are.
And then pray it
Run.
runs quick and
And
run.
out.
The thing is, we'd have to be careful with where
Who
we.
goes there?
Why did I look?
I went so still. Like, I
You hear a
stopped
voice coming
breathing.
from deep in the cavern where you saw the eyes from.
It talks.
Who
Oh!
is it?
I stopped breathing when he said that.
It talks. Of course
It's
it
talking.
does.
You have never heard of a frost spider that talks.
Porico.
Oh yeah, you should tell us that. It should speaks.
So what do we do? Talk to it? Be like,
No, don't talk to it. Have you never heard of stranger danger? Don't talk to it. It's a game. Don't
Is there
talk
anyone
to
here
it.
who would most likely maybe be able to convince it not to devour us?
Everybody's charisma. What's your charisma, everybody?
Mine is 7.
10.
16.
16. So
Progress.
statistically, you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but look at my dice.
Hey,
Here.
just pointing
No,
out.
they will roll
doesn't,
bad for me.
It doesn't have to be you. It'd be somebody else. It's just statistically.
You roll.
Fortune
You
cookie.
roll.
I have the worst of it.
You
I'm
just
7.
rolled a nat 20.
He has a charisma
That
of
was
7.
like all
Oh.
the work. That was all my luck. In
Yeah.
one die.
You
Trade
can't.
characters for a brief minute.
I smell you're afraid.
I have the second highest charisma.
I don't think.
But
my
I don't
character
want
would
to
be
talk
too
to a
scared of this.
spider.
Huh?
I don't think my character would be too scared. Just more concerned.
Judy,
Yeah.
congrats. I'm volunteering you. You're going to go talk to a spider.
Alright, Judy, let's go.
I hear the sizzling of my young. They are burning.
Because if I try to talk to it, I'm going to throw up.
You're welcome.
Don't say that. You're gonna get us killed.
All right, have fun.
What
Good
am I
luck.
trying to convince it to let us pass?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, let us go and not eat us.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Responding.
We're just trying.
Guys, go here. Just keep going.
I am
towards the exit.
Andrin. Who are you?
You are who?
Who?
Andrin.
Oh, that's
Oh,
pretty.
that's a pretty name.
Oh, that is a pretty
That's a
name.
very cool
That's
name.
actually a very
I
cool
like
name.
your
That's kind of cool.
Thank you. What's your name?
Ludwig.
Utwik. That's a unique name.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
We just want passage out of the caves.
You were basking in your glorious.
I see. You wish to leave.
If we leave, we can get you some more prey for you and your young.
It's intriguing.
Yeah, make a deal with this.
We heard the tales.
I
of
haven't
Sid
found
Smith.
anyone who wishes to leave yet.
We kind of got trapped down here.
We're running out of food. We
Yeah.
figured, hey, if you let us go to go get more food for us, we could bring back some food for you.
That sounds reasonable. Very well. I will see you safe passage outside.
Thank you.
That worked.
You see a leg stick out of the darkness into your lantern light. This thing's huge. The leg itself is about 20 feet long.
Sorry.
Well,
It kind of twitches a bit as it comes out of the dark and lands on the floor, making a thud as it hits. And all of a sudden another one comes out, and another one, and this ginormous spider emerges from the darkness. This thing, you heard descriptions of it before. You heard that it was the size of a small house. It does it no justice. This thing is immense. And its eyes seem almost hypnotic, how perfectly spherical and red they are. They almost look like perfectly polished rubies.
My character just standing there like.
Everyone else.
The rest of us are like frozen in fear, and you're just like, yes.
It lifts up a leg, and you see it grab one of the webs that's blocking the path and lift it up, almost pulling back a curtain of webbing. As it pulls up, it says, "You may pass."
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
hospitality.
All right.
Now we run.
Nope.
No.
Walk
I'm
peacefully
kidding.
out of the cave.
Yes.
Avoid the
Slowly and
webs.
peacefully. We walk
All right.
peacefully.
You are. Let's see. Where are you? Open your map.
Oh, dang it.
We're here.
Closed.
We're
Yes,
still-
you're there. All right. Zoom in. Show me what you're doing. So it kind of lifts up a curtain from here to here, wide, opening like a tunnel for you to pass through.
Right, we walk.
Now we slowly and quietly walk through
We walk.
All right.
leave.
We walk.
You
as a
all start
ritual?
slowly walking forward. Your eyes still kind of tracing it as you walk by, not wanting to
Oh, I'm not.
let it out of your sight. When you get about halfway through, you hear a snap. As all of a sudden, this curtain of webbing drops down on you all at once.
Of course.
As you all smack into the floor and are completely restrained.
Of course.
Of course. I shouldn't be
Because
surprised.
why would I trust a dang spider?
To be fair.
I'm afraid I cannot let you leave.
My
Why
character.
not?
Why not?
All ones. Why a
But
spider?
I will not harm you. You will just stay there.
Yeah.
My young will hatch soon.
Nice to be him.
As it crawls back into the darkness.
Nope, not gonna finish that line. Just about do it.
I'd like to try and break free.
Please do. You're gonna find
Please
it.
tell me you have to.
Make a strength check.
I don't have my D20.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I had it.
Fine.
You are having a hard time breathing in all the way from the weight of this webbing pushing you onto the floor.
So we're laying on our stomachs.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Thankfully,
Oh, that's painful.
let's see. You still have the lantern in your hand.
Yeah.
You still have your weapon in your hand and your shield.
I think.
You two don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't have anything.
You have a sickle, right?
I wish I had.
Yes,
I wish.
that's it.
I wish I had like a spell that could help, but I don't know any spells right now.
None of our magic users know
I have
any.
light. I have light and cure wounds.
Are you a magic user?
Apparently,
What class are you?
Ranger.
ranger.
Oh, yeah. You have some of the first level cleric spells.
Helpful.
Wait,
Or no
do you
one.
actually have... Let me see.
Yeah, light and cure wounds.
No, that's the wrong character sheet.
Yes, that's the right.
That's your level 5 character. This one.
Yeah.
You don't have any spells.
Never mind.
I was going to say a ranger shouldn't have spells at first level.
Okay.
That also says level 5 though.
Yeah, but we changed the stats.
We
for it.
changed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the fact that we would definitely most likely be harmed beyond repair. I would suggest I break the lantern and we light the webbing on fire.
Okay, but that could also get us.
Yeah,
Killed.
exactly. If it weren't for the fact.
Shortest campaign
Is there
ever.
any way that I could climb, like army crawl through?
Go ahead, try. I'll say, yeah, make another strength check.
You're gonna have to let the rest of us
Since it's
know.
a different direction. It's a
15.
different-
17.
17. All right. You kind of reach your arm forward as far as you can. This webbing is kind of stretchy, so you are able to move your arm forward, lock it down, try to grab onto some rocks in front of you, and pull yourself forward a bit. Grab down on a second one. You're able to pull yourself forward about a foot before it feels like you're being dragged back by something far more powerful than what you could do, until eventually your fingers slip and you kind of rock it backwards, and then just kind of go forward and back, dragging on the floor as it pulls you forward.
Welcome
back.
back.
I hope you have your neck up so you're not injuring your face.
Well, I've got the shield.
Oh, have you
so
seen his
that's
charisma? It doesn't matter.
Thanks.
Damn. Dang.
He's one ugly dude.
Well, the character I base this off of, it's fairly accurate.
Welcome back. Did you
There's
bring
no
food and
charisma.
supplies back?
How thick is the webbing around?
The webbing in this area, since you're near the edge, it's nowhere near as thick as it is over by the nest. Thank goodness. It's about the thickness of average webbing, with every now and then a strand about as thick as a pencil.
Which you just said
Which
should
are-
stop a Boeing 747
Yes.
at full speed.
Yes.
You know what?
We're not going anywhere.
What? I'm
Well, just yanking on it, you're not.
not
No.
yanking on it. No. What if we cut it?
Yeah.
How about we light it
What
on
do you
fire?
think's gonna happen when we
Hold on.
cut the web?
We could light it on fire.
What do
Wait,
you
Did I
guys,
remind
No,
you that?
but, okay, when I lit the other webbing on fire, the bird was set free and it did not catch on fire. The webbing burned too quickly.
That
Do you
worked.
not think this? Where are we in relevance to the exit?
Like how?
The
How
overall
far?
heat would hurt us more
so
from burning
every
everything
line
at once than it would
is
fire
about
actually
20 feet.
hurting us.
Which lane are we on?
You're like right there.
So we're trying to go out this way.
Yes. Oh, wait, no, the other way. Well, it
Okay.
depends. Are you trying to go through the exit or back to town?
Exit.
Exit.
We're trying to.
We're trying to
leave
Then you're trying to go downward, which is
down,
north.
and we're here.
Yep, you're really close to
So
the.
we are 20, 40, 60, 65-ish feet is what I'm going to estimate based on
Most-
those lines.
Most of us could probably sprint that, assuming we aren't. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I don't even have my movement.
Can I try and break free
I don't
again?
either. Can we just like light? How about, what if we light the webbing on fire and then
I'll have
Mimir
movement
just
here.
lift
I'm
picks
gonna
you
tell you
up?
right now.
Just drag
There's
me.
no way a mortal man is going to break free from this stuff just by yanking on it.
What? Okay,
Do you not think the spider's going to come after
You
us?
do have your weapon in your hand.
Mhm.
you can use that to.
What type of weapon do you have?
It's a battle axe.
Oh, never mind.
So you'd have to be able to like swing it.
Really
there's
swing,
no
there's
there's
no-
no room.
I have a.
And if you
long
just start
sword.
lightly sawing at it with
I have a long.
anything.
I have a long sword and a dagger. So
I say we
Dagger
go with
might
Mimir's
be
plan of lighting it on fire.
yeah,
The fire will burn too quickly to damage any of us. The second any of us are free,
we're running.
we run. You.
Someone has to pick
Yeah, I was
me
gonna
up.
say.
What happened to you?
We don't.
halfling-
We don't.
Oh, halfling.
Yeah.
Halfling. So, Mimir,
A
the second you
halfling
can,
druid.
just pick them up like a child and run.
Can I try and grab one of the torches and ignite it?
Good.
Torch
Lantern.
would be in your backpack.
We've got.
I assume it's not in your backpack, but like kind of strapped
Yeah.
on the side of your backpack.
We also have a lantern.
Do we not have a lantern lit?
It is lit.
Make a strength check.
17, 19.
19. Yes, you can reach your torch, but your flint and steel is in your tinderbox, which is in your backpack.
How close is he to me?
Maybe about 3 feet.
How long is the torch?
Who's
The
Yeah.
closest?
torch is about 2 feet.
Who's the
Can I
closest?
reach it?
Could
the
I
lantern.
potentially like move the lantern as stretched out as I can, so that he can light the torch with the lantern?
Both of you make strength checks.
Oh God.
9.
5.
No.
Yeah, no.
In fact, make a dexterity check.
Oh.
Judy, is that what your name is?
Yeah. Why are you looking at the notes? And
I can't find your where's your character sheet? Okay, there it is.
it's warm from your computer.
Judy. It's what it is.
18.
18.
Plus, you said Dex?
Yes.
20.
All right. So as your hand shoots back, it looks like the lantern's about to hit the floor and shatter, but you're able to keep it away as it hits with the metallic part and just slides across.
Okay. Considering I
You could try to break the lantern over some web, like around webs,
Yeah,
because that oil would go.
everywhere.
But you'd kind of have to break it away from you.
Yeah, the oil would also go onto me. I'd have a higher chance of getting
and
fire
probably
damage.
everyone else, since we're all in close proximity to each other.
I don't have that. I just have the lens. I mean,
Well, so this is probably where we're going to have to cut it for today. I'll let you have the time in between the next games to think about what you're going to do. So you are currently trapped under a blanket of webbing, waiting to be fed to a giant frost spider's